James Melendez, James the Wine Guy. In this video, I'm going to talk about this beautiful Chardonnay coming from Spring Mountain District, so stay tuned. Now, it's with great pleasure that I have had the privilege of tasting two previous vintages, the 11 and the 10. I'll put those videos right here if you want to view those as well. So this producer, Smith-Madrone, has only 3 wines, and they're fantastic wines. Cabernet Sauvignon, Riesling, and Chardonnay. And sometimes you think, wow, Chardonnay and Riesling coming from the mountains? Well, yes, it can, and it does. And it's something that's a point of difference. It's really cool. So when you think of Chardonnay, you're often thinking just Carneros when it comes to Napa Valley. And same thing with Riesling, and I think that's a really great testament to commitment to these varieties, and also to really have the this great belief in it, right? I mean, growing the Riesling in Spring Mountain District is not necessarily a place you would naturally think of growing the Riesling, but it's done quite handsomely. So what we have here, let me just bring this bottle a little closer so you can see all the details of this label. So Smith-Madrone, this is a 2012 vintage, a 14.2% ABV wine. You'll see that right there. Now, a cool aspect to this wine, here's a back panel, is that this comes from 40-year-old vines. And also it's dry farmed estate. Now that's a really amazing thing in California and in general. So when you think of dry farmed vineyard practice, it's a really hard thing to do. You always get a lower yield, and it's something you have to train your vines for a period of time. It's just not instantly like dry farmed tomatoes. Totally different aspect altogether. So when you think of it, when you think of California, now I can name just probably under 10 producers in California. There's probably more, but when you think of several thousand producers, that's an amazing testament to dry farmed. And given this period of time where California is really in a very big drought situation, this is a great thing to think about. Now, California's been in a drought for the past year, a severe drought. So when you think of dry farm practice, you're going to probably see more of this in the future. It's not easy to do, it's expensive, and but ultimately it's a right thing to do for many producers. Barrel fermented here, 100% new French oak, spending 8 months in French oak. Now, what I'm going to do here is, taste wine, obviously, get some scent characterization, flavor profile, and the point score. So here we go. Great, beautiful characterization on this wine. It is really a handsome, gorgeous wine where I'm thinking Chardonnay from Spring Mountain District. Really, Smith-Madrone has made me a believer in tasting Chardonnay. And yes, Chardonnay does grow in other places beyond Carneros, in Napa County, or Napa Valley rather. Ultimately, you can find wines like this and also other places in Napa Valley as well. So here we go. So on this, I'm getting notes of green and gold citrus pulp and zest. Additional notes of white flowers, freshly roasted and shelled pine nuts, and next is the flavor characterization and then the point score. Notes on this wine include roasted commas pear, dried fig, red heirloom apple, nutmeg, and cardamom. I gave this wine a 9.3 out of my 10.0 scale. I think this is 93 points out of 100 points. I'll put more information on the producer down below. And do me a favor, share this video, give a like to the video, and subscribe to my wine channel. And also, have questions, also list them down below. And I also participate in many social medias. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram and WordPress. So let's connect there as well. Thank you again for watching me today. Stay tuned for more, and salud.